So I didn't actually end up to... Nothing ever comes out right when I put this camera on. Though it turns out it doesn't always come out right when I'm talking to people in person, but I'll get to that. So I didn't read. I was restless and bored, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And I kind of knew like Boss needed exercise. Not kind of know, I know my dog needs exercise. Thankfully he seems to enjoy being an inside lap dog, so to speak. But yeah, not the point of my story. Anyway, I went out the back and I called over the fence to the guy I talked to, and one of the young girls, young, she's not my age, but maybe, yeah, anyway, one of the women came out, and I was like, hey, is such and such there? And he goes, and she's like, no, he's out. And I'm like, oh, is the dog there? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, any chance you be alright if he comes and plays with Boss? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, awesome. I was like, so I'll meet you like out the front. So I went to get her, went to get the dog, and it's like a puppy, and well, I mean, better than mine, because mine would just go whatever, but it was sort of like running around doing whatever. We finally got it. Fucking strong thing, I tell you what. And so ugly. Like, I feel bad. I love all animals, you know, but probably the ugliest dog I think I've ever seen. Right up there with the chihuahuas, I guess. But where am I at? Right, yes, dog came over. She had to help me. Very strong dog. And took them at the back. Boss and Bruiser, that's the dog's name, were playing, having, like, they ran around until they basically wore themselves out. Gosh, woman. Anyway, now I was given a basket of dog treats. Dog treats, that's not right either. I did smoke a joint. I changed my mind. Bongs are gross, joints are not. But yes, so the dogs played, and then I went to the basket full of dog toys that I've got that Boss doesn't play with. But Rosa was like how into fetch, but my goodness, this dog has some sharp fucking teeth, man, and couldn't get like the ball out of the mouth, and he got me on my hand at one point and like literally drew blood. Yeah, literally drew blood. And so I very quickly realized I needed to use 2 toys. So like throw one and then bring it back and he'd drop it so I could throw the second one. And Boss doesn't understand fetch. Never has, never will. But he chases the other dog, so it's a win-win. And I guess he was here for maybe 50 minutes. So they're completely worn out, as am I. Oh my god, not thinking clearly, because I'm actually using the hand that was hurting before, so probably just fucking it up worse. Yeah, definitely. But I just watched my other video back and realized that I was like, I don't know what to do with myself, and I actually do. So right now instead, right? So I think I've done a post about them. I'm not sure if I did a video, but I know I definitely did a post, right? So these are all like, look at how many I've got. So many, right? And then we got these here. So basically what I plan on doing is highlighting them all. I've been reading through them, and some of them, and I'm writing like notes and stuff, yeah? And then what I plan on doing is gluing them all to the hallway wall. Wonderful thing. Oh, Jesus, with the camera. I'm really sorry. And by the way, I did take a video of the dogs, which I'm going to upload, which is like 30 seconds, but the camera obviously moved, so fair warning, yeah? But, yes, the one thing about living in a house being knocked down is I can do whatever I want. Hence the coloured cupboards of my kitchen, and that I'm sticking these on the wall, and the butterflies on my living room wall. If you've seen any of my videos at my desk, you will have seen the butterflies on the wall behind me. And basically I just googled and printed out all of them and then cut them out and then glued them on the wall. But yeah, I love them. I'm pretty sure a butterfly is like my spirit animal. You know, first the caterpillar, then the cocoon, and then the butterfly. Yeah, that feels like me. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm going through like these notes. So obviously they were from a different unit, but there's like so many that overlap anyway in psychology, yeah. And I went to cut one out, and I was like, what does that mean? And I was like yarning, and I was like, and then like I went to Google, and it was like instant. It just flew back from the lecture, right? And I was like, I know what it is. And then I was like, okay, it's the yarning is like the, oh my god, now I'm like self-consciously fucking myself up, but it's basically for the like respect and relationship and the building trust with the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultural like, yeah, people from that culture, and it's just, you know, like making sure you know what you're, you know, the culture, where you're coming from. So that's basically what I've been cutting out at the moment. But yeah, I'm feeling good, and I realized, now Rachel's at work, but I just message her and I say like, I message her as I think when it's to my friend, yeah, and she just knows, and I just know that she'll see them tomorrow or whenever it will be, or on a break. But I'm constantly telling her how dumb I feel, because she is like the smartest person I know. And then it like hit me before. I was like, you are what you think, woman. You literally believe this shit, and yet this war within me about whether I'm worthy or not. Oh my god, like it's very consciously there, but it's like, yes, I'm worthy. Logically, I know that. Every single person on the entire planet is. Yeah. But I realize I should just start telling myself how clever and smart I am, and how good and capable my brain is, and that my memory does actually work. And yeah, like I studied to be a travel consultant when I was like 20, and I still know all the 3-letter codes to basically all the airports are like around the world, because my memory flipping works. So the only person I'm hurting is me if I don't work at this. But I do feel fine having a joint on a Saturday evening, considering I'm fucking actually doing something useful for myself. So yeah, so I've had an actually fantastic day all round, and boss is worn out. I already have a like dog park date booked for tomorrow with my new friend, and yeah, I'm gonna go back to my schoolwork and listen to music.